From Crown Lanes in Denver, here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Once again, 4 first-time finalists, so we're going to have 2 new champions again. That's been happening a lot this year. You were good. You were okay. In a year that's been defined by parity, here's 2 more of them. This is Nicholas Barrieault, first time making the top 2 with us, going up against a first-time JBT bowler in Anthony Morella. A lot of first-timers whenever we visit Denver, of course. We're just kind of getting started up here. That's a 4th frame 4-pin for Barrieault, as each bowler is clean without a double so far, so he'll continue to be virtually tied if he can spare this up in the 3rd. Spares have been a little bit of an adventure here so far for Nick. He almost made a Greek church and missed a 4-pin. It's been all over the place. Let's see if he can nail this 4-pin. That's still barely making. Oh, this time he does it past it. Spares continue to be an adventure for Barrieault. We'll see if he can recover with the strike bowl. To the right, 2 first-time finalists. This is VanDeventer, first time in this situation in any kind of tournament, and same deal for his opponent, Payton Demerritt. We'll watch Mason's 2nd frame shot first. He's got a spare in the 1st and a pretty good shot in the 2nd. The powerful Morella, here he goes in his 3rd spare working. Almost gets that later to carry. VanDeventer wastes no time over there. He's getting a lot of pins too, 45 of them. Payton's got to win this match by 46. Of course, he just won the last match by almost 100. Beating Lamb Matthews 290 to 179 after pins. Payton has been on fire, as have all 4 of these finalists. Before that, Lamb beat fellow artesian Cameron Kelsey, 213 to 208 in round 1. Morella took over the top seed with 269 the last game of match play to jump to plus 355. So the cuts weren't enormously high today, but the leaders were enormously high today. If you had a good look, you really lit them up today. As that ball rides that edge wood and all the way over to a runaway Brooklyn, he'll take it. Mason bowled the highest game of his life earlier today, a 183 score that really vaulted him up to the top, a lead he never relinquished. Both 2-enders in the scratch division, no surprise there. Payton does that too. I'll get him first here. That's him. That's his ball. That's his 9 count. It's gonna be a fast video. I feel like that lane is the lane that's going to tell the story. It's that ball, that lane tends to be jumpier so far. Anthony gets that ball to hold pocket. The rest of his high school teammates love it. This is 3/5 of his high school team over here. They can cheering on his buddy. Dimitri finished 4th. Tyler finished.
I finished. Divine finish.
Oh, he's finished. See Nick all the way in front of the ball return. Here's that one. When you have that high rotation ball that all of the 2-enders do, you have to be fearless about playing in front of the ball return. Most of them are excellent at doing it. That was a perfect shot from Nick. So we'll see, you have the option of, so 2 things you can do here on the left-hand lane. You can stand as if the ball return is in your way, so your footwork is the same for both sides of the pair, or you can stand back where you normally do, but you got to do completely different feet work. He's electing to do that version. I would rather just stand at the same place. He's bowling and I'm not. So. Right over. Yeah! And on the lane that wants to hook more, he trips out the 4-pin to catch that double and get within 2 pins. Mason threw his practice balls in about 9.5 seconds. I pointed that out. He said, yep, I go pretty fast. In the old days when we actually videotaped that, that would be fantastic. These days, I don't really care. Morella a chance to take the lead. Excuse me, the lead here.
Nissan.
See, Payton was a rookie, now he's telling other people what to do. They grow up so fast. Oh, it's another runaway Brooklyn for him, man. Catching the breaks, throwing good shots in between. All 8 of his games were over 100 today. That's excellent for him. Payton had what he says was his career high game today too, a 257 scratch effort. massively, without question. Speaking of bowling fast, the only thing making Payton bowl any slower is the rack wasn't ready yet for him to shoot that 9-pin, which he covers up. Clean with the double through 5. It's a good match over there. Morella first at 355, like I said. Barrieault leading most of the day. Second at 338. Anthony's high at 279. See, it's the lane that wants to check up, but when you give it a little more room, it doesn't climb back to the pocket either. That's a recipe for tough stuff, and that's not an easy spare to shoot at here. I don't know him that well. I don't know if he shoots this straight or not. I sure recommend it. Boy, I tell you, handicap was about 3/4 of a game behind, and they're going to finish this match first. Morella does hook at the 2-5, and that's why I hate that. Demerritt almost gets a third runaway Brooklyn.
Take it. You're good.
That gives Anthony 126 through 7, which gives Barrieault a 10-pin lead on the bench. As you can see, part of the GCU Antelope, nationally ranked collegiate team. Ben Canfield and his crew sent 4 antelopes with us here today. So when you're taking that, he's barely going to move his left foot at all as that part of that first step. It's just to get the timing of the arm swing down. Ball checks up. A lot of friction in this house. Regardless of the pattern that you put out or the volume of the pattern, the tendency of the surface itself is to hook, and then hook some more. This is the 11th game bowled on this pattern, so it's getting pretty choppy, and anything that's pinched or missed just a little left is going to dive bomb, and another difficult spare here. Boy. The spares have not been where he's wanted them to be. That's his second open of the match, and it puts him back trailing by 5. Mason up quickly, does that little hesitation step, and does foul on that shot. But only got a pin anyway, so he only lost a pin as a result of that. You might need to reset that. I don't know if the machine does it itself or not. Let's see if Barrieault can recover while they're dealing with that foul over there. Yep, it's a light hit. Payton, you might need to do that one more time. Payton, go one more time so it's on second ball, please. Thank you, guys. Big, huge thanks to Jackie and the team here at Crown. They opened their doors. They were the experimental first tournament here last year. It went great. That's why we're back here for our 3rd ever weekend in Colorado. The 3rd of many more. This is Morella's highest finish, even though he's from Centennial. He hasn't had finished this high in Mile High either. Their tournament club up in Colorado. So this is the best thing he's done in bowling, he said. Said if he's not on a bowling lane, he's usually on a basketball court. I believe it. Oh, stay on the lane. It does. I tell you, when you're a beginning bowler and you can ride the one board like that, more power to you. That's brave, but only gets 9 off of it, and a big opportunity for Demerritt. Can we please have a spare? No, we can't. Oh my goodness. We start every tournament with make your spares. It has not been a spare shooting clinic. It's back-to-back 8-1s. Flip-flop the lead yet again. Now it's 6 pins in Nicholas's favor. First-time finalists, nerves come into play. Exhaustion comes into play. I'm sitting back here yapping about you. It's a different environment than qualifying or even the semis. Let's see if he's got the goods in the 9th. Not there. Not there for Payton either. Tendencies to tug the ball under pressure, and they both do so. Both lucky to not leave splits. Payton's saying, come on, machine, get out of the way. I'm trying to bowl here. Switches to a ball that doesn't hook as much, but just plumb misses that one. So let's see here. He had 146, and that's good for a 51-pin lead, and he's got to win this match by 45, so it's close over there. And oh, man, he almost misses that one, too. It is getting choppy over in the scratch division. VanDeventer, the lower average, you never know what we're going to get. That's a nice shot out of him to get 9 there. Again, Payton has to win this match by 46. He currently leads by 51. Mason is going to wait to see what Nick does on lane 3.5. He's well left of that ball return. Got to go a little loft too. He does. Right over 6 there. Nope. A little grabby. What can Mason do? Hey, we got a spare. All right, I suddenly get it. Nice job from Mason. Yes, he does. Much calmer than your average 13-year-old from part of that good Pueblo group. Oh, look out. A lot of pins have been popping out of the back. He gets the pin to pop, but not to hit the 10. It's another missed spare, and for the 4th straight frame, the lead flip-flops. My goodness. Now goes back to 6-pin advantage for Morella. I don't want it, you take it. Oh, I could never, you take it. Oh no, you're a nice kid, you take it. Oh no, you're polite, you take it. Mason's trying to take it with good strike balls. He's getting 9 or strike just about every time. It's good shots from Mason. Can Barrieault recover again? My goodness. Does not, and Morella's going to need a mark in the 10th if Nick covers this, and that's an if right now, I'm afraid. Kenfield's going to pull his hair out if he watches this video. Trying to get the Lopes to hear me, but they don't. First things first, got to find a way to convert this 610. He does. Every antelope in the building going, please, 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 find a way to make a spare. Avery Domaging was the girls' winner today. She beat Sugar for that and finished 3rd in the main tournament as well. Payton's got to find a way to make a 610, and he does not. So that's back-to-back opens too. Make your, gosh darn it. Fill ball shouldn't matter too much in that area. It's 167, but it's match play competition. Will it be enough for Anthony Morella to win his first title? He's got to find a way to mark. This happens a lot on those super high scoring days. The title matches get low as the pattern finally deteriorates into something difficult. Anthony, that's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'll take it out.
Okay. Yep, you can get the Demerritt. Please and thank you. Go for it. Oh, it's getting back. So Payton misses that 6-9-10. 3 opens to finish the game with 170. He's got to win by 45. So make that a 125 game, and that's trouble. Mason needs just a couple pins, and there they are. Found a way to hit the head pin enough. That's, as it turns out, going to be enough. Boy, and Payton's going to kick himself for those last 3 frames. Makeable spares. Easy for me to say makeable when you're back here bowling your first title match and you're a rapidly improving 138 average bowler. Still, he had a couple, 3 joy, but she got 662 in the semifinals. But Mason comes up with the elusive spare, and he's going to win his title. So he's going to win his title and go home because somebody has a cousin's birthday party tomorrow, I hear. Can Anthony come up with the mark?
Push.
When he needed it, he reached back and threw his best shot of this match, and it's going to be good enough to win it and win the tournament. So Mason and Anthony are going to win today's titles. The high school team is suddenly much more relaxed.
Oh my God. That's true.
Good stuff.
They're stressing over final exams.
This guy here, Lamb, finished 3rd, by the way. Catch him on camera. And his team is about to erupt. Good enough. Now, there we go. Well, I don't know what their team mascot is, but it's the Antelopes runner-up. Nick, a great sport, of course. Not a surprise at all.
Hey, close this shit.
Something like that. So hats off to all of our finalists. Great efforts. We're going to do it all over again tomorrow, right here at Crown. Why not, you know?
Morella. Oh my God. Holy shit, dude. Oh.
Any last words? No more 8-10s, please?
Thanks, Jeff.
Aw.